vivo, es contenido exclusivo de Chivas, como pueden ver aquí dice Chivas TV, así que somos oficiales, oficialísimos, pero que este contenido es en inglés para todos nuestros chiva hermanos y chiva hermanas que viven fuera de México y que hablan mayormente en inglés. Pero bueno, aquí hablamos Chivas, así que todos nos entendemos porque hablamos de lo que más disfrutamos y de lo que más amamos, que son nuestras Chivas. Así que welcome everybody back to English. Welcome everybody and let's go. Alfredo, how are you, my friend?
Hi, Gabby. Hi, Robert. Hi, Chiva Hermanos. Very excited to be here with you guys. Very grateful, very thankful to be here with all the Chiva Hermanos who are already tuning us in. Good afternoon to Curtis Williams. Good afternoon to Marilu, hello to Raimundo González, Chivas TV, who's also in the house, Santiago Solórzano, Jorge Hernández, Raimundo Nava, Yola Quirarte, Fercho Torres, Damián Susi Magalón, Edgar Munguía, hello to everyone on the chat. Chivas spoken here, as Curtis said, and as Gabby was saying earlier, and plenty of information, plenty to talk about over the next hour, reminding everyone that it's only match day 4. There's plenty of way to go. We of course don't know who el once tipo, el once de gala is gonna be yet. There's plenty of things to yet be decided. So in the meantime, many canteranos are playing, and of course I share your disgust for all the referee situation that was seen last night. And all the strange situations that were seen last night, and of course maybe they were trying to welcome James Rodriguez to Liga MX, but I don't know. Let's just stop it here with all the conspiracy theories and ready to share the floor with you guys.
That's right, Alfredo, and you guys don't forget that you can also be part of the show, enter into the probably controversial conversation we're going to have right now, my friends. Here, you could send us a message at 521332 6607 241. I'm not going to repeat it. There's the number. You guys, join us. We'd love to hear what you have on your mind. There's a lot to talk about. And remember, there's a lot of football. And like Gaby said, let us try to keep the vaso medio lleno, right? The glass half full. Let's try to be positive. A lot of stuff going on. But we're here to talk about it. So everybody, you guys out there, so many people, love to see people on the chat. I'm a little scared because, well, we haven't had such a good start, you know. But hey, that's what we're here to talk about. And this is the place to do it. There's no smokes. There's no mirrors. We're here to talk about what we saw and be objective. So everybody, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much.
And we have to invite everybody to join Experiencias Rojiblancas before we start the conversation, because we are going to talk about our weekly MVP picks. We have to talk about Experiencias Rojiblancas. So what you have to do is go to your app downloader and download WhatsApp or Telegram, and you can download Chivas. You can search Chivas. Remember that we are a verified account. You follow us there, and you can participate for Experiencias Rojiblancas. That means you can go visit the pitch. You can watch the players warm up before every single game. You can go on a tour for El Estadio Akron. You can participate for tickets and much, much, much more. So don't forget, download Telegram or WhatsApp, search Chivas, follow us, and stay tuned for official information every single day. Back to you.
And who knows, you might get lucky and we will go with you. We will accompany you on that Experiencia Chivas. And if you guys look, I saw a bunch of them on on social media. Look for Experiencias Chivas. And there are people who are sharing their experience via videos, okay? And they're giving you a touch of what you might be able to experience. So, my friends, it's time. Where's the drum roll?
Oh, there
How
we
many
go.
seasons? How many seasons?
We already have it. We already have it.
We have a drum roll. Akala. Akala. Okay, my brothers and sisters, it's time to talk about our MVP. See, aunque usted no lo crea, there were some MVPs. Okay, we have Teon Wilke, we have El Maestro Camberos now, and Chivas Femenil Sub-19. So let's start with Gaby. Gaby, Why?
Yes, sir. So my weekly pick was Teun Wilke, as he pronounces his name properly, because he scored his very first goal in Primera División with Chivas. So excited for that. He has been very consistent with his play. I think he has like this incredible drive and passion. We've been saying this about our canteranos that are joining the first team in this last 4 weeks, that they seem like they've been playing Primera División forever. And I think he is one of those guys. So it's very exciting to see that he scored for the first time. I think, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be plenty of more goals from Teun Wilke. And yeah, that's why he is my weekly MVP. And especially because I think that game against Tigres was a very good and balanced game. We're going to talk about it later. But yes, Teun Wilke. Vote for Teun Wilke.
I like Teun too. And he's really done his job, you know. He's doing his job. Yep. Alfredo, you chose 22 players.
Yes, I did.
Tell us.
I think I chose the entire Chivas Femenil under 19 team because they defeated Atlas by 2-1 in El Clásico Tapatio, which was disputed on the 26th, which was Sunday. So Chivas Femenil defeated Atlas Femenil in the under 19 category. So big win for our Cantera Rojiblanca. In the ladies' side, the goals scored by El Rebaño were by Julieta Perez and Kimberly Galicia. Both of them already making noise, especially Kimberly Galicia has been sounding as one of the future promises for Chivas Femenil for the first team. Now she is in the under 19 and scored the other day, the weekend, to defeat Atlas by 2-1 in the under 19 Clásico Tapatio. So vote for the girls and hopefully to see any of them soon in the first team. Why not?
Of course. And you know what? They beat Atlas.
Right.
Ya con eso, that in itself is something that we need to do.
Exactly.
And you know what? That's a good point, Alfredo. We need to keep our eye not just on the main teams, okay? We need to keep our eye on these youngsters because they're coming up. They're coming up. And exactly. Gabi, more than ever, in Femenil can tell us about it. We can see it. You know, she sees it. She follows them really, really closely. So, yeah, that would be a good part of a program. Maybe later talk about who are the up-and-coming players, that we can expect to see probably in the next season. Yeah,
right.
That might be a good topic. That might be an interesting topic. And so it comes to me, and I chose El Joven Camperos. Why? Because, well, he's a giving sort. He was practicing medicine versus Tigres and versus León. Why do I say that? Because he corrected the dislocated hips that he left in his path as he was bursting towards the goals. Yesterday, again, we're going to go into the controversial part, he was able to bring it on, all right? And we almost got that penalty kick. Super close, but Camberos again. And as soon as he touched the pitch on Saturday, everything changed. So for me, Camberos, I hope that this year we'll be champions with him so that he can get the heck out of here and go to Europe. He is, for me, the next Canterano Europe bound. So, truco. What do you guys think? People in the chat, what you think? El Gringo says Hugo Camberos and Yael are nasty. Yeah, the good kind of nasty. They're the good kind of nasty, man.
That's what we've been saying.
Scoring.
Thank you, El Gringo. I love that. Yes.
Like canteranos. We've been talking about Liga de Expansión and how fierce those guys are. And you can see that. And Camberos is like, oh my goodness, like he's so fast. And he's like dribbling. And I mean, I don't want to romanticize everything because somebody in the chat already said like, hey, I cannot believe you're beating up this guy, blah, blah, whatever. But we have to acknowledge. And Camberos, Vilke, Daniel Flores, which by the way, we send all our love and support because he had his first minutes with Chivas and got injured, unfortunately. But I mean, he's young; he's going to get over it. Yes, and every single one of these kids that are La están rompiendo.
Sí.
Right? Because they're coming again. Don't forget that they're champions, current champions of Liga de Expansión. So they're just jumping into the first team, Primera División, which is huge. But they seem like they've been doing this forever.
They do. They do. And well, before we finish this, I mean, we're going to jump into the controversy shortly. Okay, right after this, and look at the chats. Because let's read the chats a little bit. Okay, because there's a lot of feelings out there, but the young guys are making the old guys look bad.
Right. How bad?
How bad is bad, you know?
Right.
Your mama's so bad. How bad is she? I can't say because, you know, we promised we weren't going to be negative today. So let's look at the bright side. And hey, guys, go out there and vote, please. Okay, Wilke would be Juan Rivera's vote. Everybody out there, please go vote. It makes something different. We will be trying different things in the future, but this is our first real try to get you guys here with us and actually participate, you know? And as Curtis has done before, you know, come on the show, man. Come and talk to us. It's better, you know, las penas son mejor con pan. And sometimes when you come on the show, it's easier to go out and let yourself just express yourself, man. And we are here for you. As long as you're not nasty, like, say, in the bad way, not the good way. El gringo. And just come and have some fun, man. Come talk to us, please. Come on.
Exactly.
Come on.
You know what? I feel
Let's
that.
Do it. Oh, Hernandez Enrique. Oh, Dios mío. Already won. Primero, right?
Oh, he was not the first one.
Oh, Dios mío. Ya, sácalo. Adios.
He's not the first one, though. Gotta say that. No. He's not.
Let's go. So, guys, MVP. That's it. Vote for ya sabes quién. Me. I mean, Camberos.
Under 19, Chivas Femenil.
I need a win. I don't have a win yet this season. Okay?
Me neither.
I do not. Yes, you do.
Everything has been for Gabby.
No, she has two. You have one.
Just last week.
I lost twice already. Twice. All right, guys. Let's get into the nitty gritty. All right, let's dive in. Let's dive in first by letting our people on the chat talk to us. ¿Cómo vieron los partidos, my friends? How did you see our Chivas, to tropicalize it a little bit?
Marilu is already venting.
Marilu is mad with the referee.
I love it.
He's right to be.
Let's talk about it, Marilu. What did Marilu say?
She says that it was a robbery, that she's totally disgusted with what happened last night in León, that she's calling the FBI.
What?
Yeah. And like she's not cool with what happened yesterday. And why would she be? Because that was never an offside, neither in the long ball nor in the final pass. It was never an offside, and that shouldn't happen with VAR. Well, that shouldn't even happen either. But yeah, I mean, she's controversial.
Look, how many? I mean, last night in the conference, they said they were not going to speak about the referee,
right?
And of course, well, the big team should not, right? Because against the referee, you should win, and against whomever's in front of you, you have to go for the victory, right?
Exactly.
But really, guys, I mean, I've been saying it for weeks behind cameras with you guys, and sometimes with my friends and everybody else who's talking about Chivas. There is a tendency, my friends, and I'm going to say it, and since game one to this last game last night, of if you want to say faltitis against Chivas, little ones, big ones, it doesn't matter if it was it's like I'm watching the Kansas City Chiefs, my friends. It's like I'm watching the Kansas City Chiefs in the NFL. Really, whatever little thing against Chivas is callable.
Yeah.
And when it's the other way around, all right, nothing happens. I mean, let's talk about our team. Our team did not perform. No? That's the truth.
We didn't.
We did not perform yesterday, but Saturday, I think we did a hell of a good match. Okay? So the controversy for me right there starts. Why? One game, good. One game, less communication, you know?
No, yeah.
The tendency, I think, that the refereeing breaks a lot of the groove that they might have had.
Yeah.
What do you think there, Alfredo?
Yeah, it's we're speaking about tendencies, and as you said, Robert, it's not exactly us who are. I mean, we're of course on board with what the fans are saying in the comment chat, but it's not exactly us who are speaking about the referee, but we're only voicing out what people are saying in the comment chat and what Chivas fans are saying in social media. And people are not happy with the refereeing last night. Having said that, and speaking about tendencies, I remember last tournament that goal that got disallowed to Javier Hernandez. It was match day 2 in Tijuana. And, I'm noticing a tendency that when these horrendous referee mistakes take place against Chivas, they usually happen when we're away and when we're just starting the tournament, when we're trying to get things rolling and trying to add up the first points and trying to establish a positive dynamic amongst the group, amongst the players and the fan base. That's when these strange referee decisions are taking place. As I say, on away games that Chivas plays at the beginning of the tournament, because it's not the first season that this happens.
And I don't know what you think, and Gabi, you can back me up on this one, but yes, the game against Tigres, there were not so many controversial calls.
No, not at all.
Right?
Not at all. And I think that was a very good game. From the starting 11, from every single thing that happened. I mean, of course, being at home is a great advantage by its own, but I think the game against Tigres was a very well balanced game. Like it could have gone for anybody, and I can say that even it could have been more for Chivas. We could have gotten away with that win. But yesterday, I mean, again, we don't want to feed the controversy because, as Robert was saying, like every single big team, and if you are calling yourself el más grande, we should not rely on this. I know that, but there's some games where it's just cynical, and I think this is one of them. And again, I don't want to feed that, but it was not an offside. It was not a PK. It was like what is going on? Like a lot of things are going on, unfortunately. I don't know what the source is or what is happening. We can definitely don't say like, hey, the refs are against us. Like the refs are against Chivas at the moment. We have to still get away with the wins regardless of the referee's decisions. But it's like frustrating because you're like doing what you have to do. And you can, I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, Colombian referee.
There's a lot of malice.
Yeah,
it's malice. And if you don't want to, just go back to the Necaxa game. The players from Necaxa were hitting a lot. And for Faltitis, Chivas was suffering. And if we go and look at the numbers, if you guys go, it would be interesting if we go and look at the numbers. We will see that the tendency will be highly against Chivas.
Oh yeah,
Gabi.
Remember, there's even there's on the Chivas YouTube channel. There's a goal. It was a golazo that was disallowed to Alexis Vega back when León visited. It was precisely against León. And if you type el golazo anulado Alexis Vega ante León, you'll find it from the Chivas YouTube channel. And it was a fantastic goal, and it was also disallowed. It was against León, but in our place that time, back then.
That's right. Tons. I mean, I'm saying this since before, and we have to talk about us leaving the let's say the well-known roads of TV transmissions and going on our own. And then when we went to Prime, these little malefical things start to happen all of a sudden.
I didn't want to do that, but I think you have the point right there.
Exactly.
We have to talk about it. I mean, we got to talk about our team too. How well did they play? Right? We do need to talk about that at some point. But the truth is, and I think it was, I'm not sure, I'd have to scroll back down a little bit, to see who said it. But I don't remember if it was Juan or Juan Rivera, okay, that mentions, and El Gringo are also mentioning many positive things that were happening in León yesterday. Okay, we were dominating. León no trae nada, discúlpenme. All right, they have that one excellent forward because he killed us with his header and that score, in the area, which is what for me is unacceptable. Both of those goals, were legit, great goals. But in truth, León didn't do much. They were able to score off circumstantial plays. It wasn't like they were able to dominate us. Chivas was dominating.
Right.
With all those, how can I say, negative things against us, they weren't finding that last part, but they could have scored a couple of goals, my friends.
Right. Would you say that Chivas produced a lot of a high volume of football last night?
Yeah, I do. In the first half. Yes. Second half, oof, it was
not the same.
No, lost in space.
Yeah.
Lost in space, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys saw, but I saw a lot of confusion.
Yeah. So again, we can talk again about a lot of opportunities that were not completed. You can say that probably again, because we were talking about this backstage, but I liked what I saw of Javier Hernandez, and I don't know if you agree or anybody in the chat agrees with me, but he's not getting passes. I don't know if that makes sense. How Chicharito plays and how his offensive style is, and he's not getting the proper passes. There was a close one, and that has happened frequently with Javier. And I mean, we can go player by player, who is the more consistent and who is fluctuating sometimes in what he knows how to do best. But I think again we are stuck in this narrative of we have the opportunities, we have the players, we have the plays, but we cannot do that final touch and score.
That's right. Right.
I saw Chivas approaching 3/4 of the pitch appropriately, but I saw the team trying to solve the situations with a lot of crosses, either long crosses or mid crosses, let's say. But I saw that as pretty much the only resource of the team trying to solve, let's say, to generate the final scoring occasion. So I was pleased with the team approaching 3/4 of the pitch on having great control of the ball. But there was no. Once we got there, I think that we over relied on the crossing game and on the headers and all of that. And we also have that chance that was on screen a few seconds ago by Yael Padilla, where on my, of course, se dice más fácil de lo que se hace, but I think that if he could have, just shoot it a very strong shot towards the bottom, that could have gotten in. That Yael Padilla opportunity that we missed, but I mean, he scored the goal and he's been responding to the team. Yael. He resolves and he assists, so not much to recriminate him on that side.
Well, let's talk about the youth. That's a good point. What's the youth bringing to the team? I think that's where we're missing a little bit. I don't know how can I say this? Their action is much faster than their play style is much faster than the more experienced players. And I think that at some points they really, really slow it down and they're not finding it. They're not finding it. We saw it against Tigres when Yael and Camberos came in, boom. Different.
It changed.
Yeah, big time. And then when Cowell came in, it was another one, another big change. So we need to keep hoping for the youth to try balance with the experience. That's it. Exactly. And trying to speak positively, I saw Castillo playing very well yesterday. Chavez, excellent. A little bit, again, va a resetear a alguien, but the guy's doing really well. I like the midfield for moments. Romo, very active. Very active. I love the way he was talking to everybody, trying to get everyone to try to find the to try to find the same groove, because everybody was at sometimes moving at different paces. So that would be the positive thing. Again, Piojo came on. He's still erratic, but I liked him. He did a couple of interesting things while he was on the pitch, and I saw Chicharito much better. Mm-hmm. He's looking for it, but pobre Chicha, he had to go down and look for some balls at the end because nobody was passing the balls forward, And I don't know. Hey, we have a ton of people on the chats, guys. Help me out. Help me out. Everyone except for Dan Garcia, because he's using AI, and I don't know what he's trying to say. So
we have Fercho Torres in the house. He says that he has a compita, Güerito López, que le caería bien a la delantera del rebaño. We have Soto FF. We have Damián Susi Malagón. We have Goat House 1906 that he says that he's still mad about the refereeing last night. We have Pedro. We have Goat. We have Luis FG, Alejandro González, Fercho Torres, Rolando Obregón. We have Pablo. We have Johnny Hernandez. We have Pablo Pablito. We have Juan Rosas. So plenty of Chivermanos. Jeffrey Benitez Flores. We have Juan Rivera. Of course, people are not cool about the results. We have El Gringo, who says that he likes Yael for the simple fact that he isn't afraid to get a shot off. That's right. Juan Rivera says that he feels that Camberos needs a few years still. We'll see about that. He has had some positive displays. He already knows what's to be a champion in Liga Expansión. We have Hernandez Enrique. He says that nobody in USA cares about Chivas Femenil. That's a lie, my friend.
That's a huge lie.
Already gone friendlies to the United States, concretely to Austin against Inter de Milan. We have Valente Deporte. We have Juan Rivera. Plenty of Chivermanos and that are speaking about Chivas or other situations,
Yeah, we knew that those guys were going to come on and talk to us. But guys, like I said, come on, talk in English, face to face. If there's something out there you want to share, let's do it. Yeah. And everybody out there is being critical, but positively critical. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what we need. I saw a lot of positive things. Obviously, I'm disappointed. I think we all are. We're all true Chiva lovers. But I think it was the whole thing. No, I mean, if we look back over the weekend, starting Saturday, we're going to talk about Chivas Femenil in a moment. Tapatio. There's a lot of things, and if we follow it all, we're going to see that at this moment, perhaps it's not the best that we could possibly be, but we have to keep the right kind of vision, no?
Right. Totally.
Okay? So let's see what else we can talk about. Let's move on. Let us move on. What's something positive? Chivas has only lost one game in the last 18 games against guess who, guys?
Against the upcoming rival. But before we move into the Querétaro game, something positive is that Armando González is back. He played around 20 minutes yesterday. Came in at the 75th minute. So we have that option, that choice. And welcome back to Armando La Hormiga González. And hopefully he has a great tournament.
And he scored a goal.
Oh, man.
A legitimate goal.
Imagine
that.
Yeah. Imagine. And they took it away from him. Yeah. So one thing that's positive too, those forwards on the pitch.
How cool is that? Like that that your scorers at the moment are all kids, chamacos, canteranos, like Yael, Teun, Armando González, La Hormiga. Like, how cool is that? And every time somebody in the chat or anywhere that I see this conversation get started, like, refuerzos, there you have them. There they are.
And like we said, we just need to find that balance, no? It will come.
Oh, somebody's asking in the chat, how can we be part of the conversation?
Do we have the info?
Do we have the number?
Check your screen there, Mario.
There it is. Mario Machuca.
Oh, there we go.
Please come join us. We'd love to hear what you have to say, my friend.
And I think it's a perfect opportunity and a perfect day to have somebody actually in here. Right?
And we can talk.
Right.
We could talk. And we could talk about what's going to happen this Saturday. Yes, more football in Chivas. 5 p.m. We're going to be hosting Los Gallos Blancos del Querétaro. Okay, guys. So what do you think? What's going to happen in our Chivaverse telenovela? Yeah? What's going to go on? What do you think's going to happen? Gabi, come on. You've been... Yeah, I know you want to tell us.
What's going to happen? I don't know. I would like to say, and I always say that we're going to win and that it's going to be a good game. I know that people hate that we try to sugarcoat everything. No, that is not true. But we want and need to stay positive. So if you ask me, and if you ask what I expect against Gallos Blancos, is that we're going to win. And it's at home. So again, we have an advantage to be at home, and I think we can learn about what has been happening. But my guess, and it's not only from the heart, but my guess is that we're going to win, because we need to keep that winning situation at home. We had very bad luck away, but we need to maintain esa racha at home, right?
Exactly.
Robert, you were mentioning a stat against Querétaro, right?
Exactly. So in the last, 18 matches against Querétaro, we've only lost once, okay? Guadalajara has won our last 3 games against Querétaro, but, and I agree with, I don't know who put it on the chat, Gallos Blancos is never easy for us.
No.
Yeah, who wrote that?
A lot of ties with them.
Oh, I agree with you, Carlos. Juan Carlos. Let's see who wrote that. Okay, someone wrote that, but that's true. It's a tough game.
People are already given predictions.
But look, Curtis, yes, thank you. 3-0. They have to win. Of course they have to win. Diego Palacios puts a good question for all of us. Why aren't they winning? Why not? Good question. We have a lot of things we could try to talk about, but if we're objective, we'll find the right answer. And we will find the right answer. Okay, so Querétaro, what do you guys think? What are we going to do there? Are we going to win?
Yes.
3-1, 3-0. What's going to be the score?
I'm expecting a 2-0 win. 2-0 win for Chivas.
I'm going with 2-0 as well.
Yes. All right, I'm going to exaggerate because it's time, guys. And someone was mentioning that all those forwards on the pitch, and they did not add up to 1. Okay, I am going to put my money on this week. We're going to be winning 3-0. Thank you. And I think that all of the score is going to be done by our forwards. Okay, because it's time. And we got to send that good vibe. Many times I know I sound stupid. And it's not that I want to believe so much. I am just like you. I know we have a lot of deficits, all those people out there in Chatilandia. Okay, but if we're constantly sending negative vibrations in any direction, anything you do, then that's what you get. If you're constantly, putting the blame on other people, you're never going to be able to see what's right in front of you. And I think we have a treasure chest there. What's happening? I don't know what's happening. I like Diego's question. Why aren't we winning? I don't know. But I see a lot of positivity and a lot of really good things that are right before. And remember, before the quiet comes the storm. And right now there's a storm.
Exactly.
All right. And it's
I think that the final results of Chivas this tournament is going to be highly reliant on how fast the team absorbs the coaching staff's idea. I think that as the earlier the team absorbs it, the better results we're gonna have. We gotta comprehend that it's a new way of a new coaching staff. Remember what happened with the previous coaching staff, and that's been bumpy. It's been bumpy, but it's cool. I think that if we absorb his idea fast, and if some pieces who haven't yet entered the chessboard, such as Alan Pulido, respond well, there's reasons to be optimistic.
For sure.
I agree with you completely. And these guys, that's their job, right? They have to absorb it. They have to find a way for it to work. Because if they do not, then it's going to be another frustrating season, my friends. But again, 3-0.
I have a question for you and for everybody in the chat. If I can have the mic for a second. What player do you think is going to be crucial? Like what we've been seeing so far and the lineup that we've been seeing so far, which player, and everybody in the chat, help me out here. What player do you think is going to be like crucial in the next game at least? Let's go one game at a time. But one player that you think like this is going to be like, it could be a midfielder, a forward, whatever, but it's going to be crucial for thinking about that 3-0, that 2-0, or that like who do you think is going to be?
My MVP.
Your MVP. Okay. Yeah.
Camberos. I mean, if we think of it as one person making a difference.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what you think. And Alfredo, what do you guys think? For me, the strength of Chivas has always been its collective.
Yeah.
When they play that collective football, it's magic. There's no stopping. And I think that goes for any soccer team, any football team. When they're in the flow, when they're in the groove, when they don't have to look and pass, They know where it's going, who's going to be there, and that they're going to end the plays. They need to end the plays. Yeah? They have to end the plays. It doesn't matter if it goes over the bar, if it goes to the side, end the plays. And I see that that's not happening.
Yeah.
A lot of people are just passing the ball around. Who's going to take the responsibility? Yael took the responsibility. Camberos takes the responsibility. Piojo has not been taking the responsibility recently.
Okay. No, but look at the answers of the people in the chat. So Camberos, Piojo, Alvarado, Camberos. So like it's you can picture, at least I can, like if you can think about something that's determined inside the field, it's most definitely the midfield section, the midfield situation. So what, or the lines, las laterales, and you can think about Camberos and what he's been doing right now. You can also think about Yael. Like every time Cowell comes in, subbed in, it's a huge difference. But you also see like Guti also, and that solid midfield, and that like how do I say this? Like como organizan en medio campo. I'm sorry, I'm just. But yes, so this is like it's the beginning of the tournament again, blah blah blah. But well, not actually. It's already going to be week 4 or 5, but 5. And we should be already seeing like, okay, this is consistent. Or we talked about in last seasons about, okay, this player, I like him more when he gets subbed in, So that kind of combinations, and obviously if you study the rival, it's going to be easier. But I like what Camberos has been doing recently. And I agree with you. Piojo is like very erratic at the moment. So yeah, so that's an interesting conversation. And somebody in the chat is already saying Beltran. So yeah, what do you guys think? Everybody in the chat, thank you for.
Juan Rivera says that he needs Mozo back immediately.
Mozo?
Yeah. Mozo could be important. Yeah, we're still missing Mozo. We're missing Pulido. Robert was saying about the collective effort. And I think that Pulido, he enriches the range of options that we might have up front because he runs towards the space, towards the center. He opens up for the wings. He's a forward who moves around a lot, and I think that he can be important with that.
Yeah. And guys, come on. Just real quick.
Early.
Yeah, it's early. Let's be positive. And some people are saying why this is in English again. Guys, para los que no hablan inglés es mañana. Okay? And everybody else can stay here. And where can we watch this match? Alfredo, tell us.
Yes. So it's Chivas against Querétaro, match week 5 of Liga MX this upcoming Saturday. Kickoff is set at 5 p.m. Central Mexican time, 5 p.m. Central Time of the United States. If you're in Mexico, the match will be on the screen of Amazon Prime Video with the play-by-play of our guys Enrique Noriega, Fernando Yacardi, Antonio Camacho, unmissable transmission. Chivas Querétaro, Saturday at 5 p.m. Central Mexican Time on Amazon Prime Video. And if you're in the United States, it will be in what has been Las Casas de las Chivas in the US over the last few years. And it's Telemundo. It will be on the screen of Telemundo Deportes in the USA. Chivas Querétaro, match week 5. And let's bag those 3 points.
Let's bag them. And we will bag them, of course, because it's time. It's time, guys. We just need to start scoring. And everything will fall into its correct place. Okay, my brothers and sisters, we are going to talk about Chivas Femenil. Okay, and I'm going to pass the ball on to Gabriela.
Yes, sir. So we've been talking about how this was not the greatest week for Chivas overall, and Chivas Femenil unfortunately lost to Rayadas. It was a very good game. I think, again, it was like for anybody. I think Chivas actually could have get that win against Rayadas. Estuvo muy parejo, the game, and a lot of things to improve. But again, I mean, slowly but surely, I think El Profe Contreras is learning what he has available on the bench. And he's just looking at possibilities. We talked about this on last show, that the game against Rayadas was going to be a very tough one. But I think it was like very up to it. Like Chivas Femenil got a very good understanding of that game. I don't think Rayadas did much, but I mean we lost. So that's all the conversation comes down to the fact that we lost. So
that's true.
I can say a lot of things, and I can say a lot of things about our players, and a lot of things about Blanca Felix, who is doing amazing. Like she's having a segundo aire, if you will. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we lost, and it was bittersweet because, in my opinion, it was not a bad game. What do you guys think?
I thought I was pleasantly surprised, like you said.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that goal fell at the wrong. Well, it was just, there was nothing we could do. No, there was just not enough time. But I liked it. It was great. Yeah. I thought I saw a better Chivas. Solid on the defense. We could have won in the first half, Gabi.
Yes, sir.
We could have won in the first half. Second half, I thought, the ladies came out strong, but they slowed down a bit, more calculating. Yeah. But I think that they were doing, quite well. I loved Damaris back. I love all my Chivas chingonas. They're coming back, and like I said before, our midfield and our defense is now giving our forwards more security, so they could take more risks. They could do a little bit more. I was sad that we lost. I was pissed off.
Yeah, I was too.
I wasn't sad. I was angry.
Because, again, it was not a bad game. It was not a bad game. And we allowed our second goal of the season. So, yeah, a lot to work on, again. But I think there are a lot of positive things. Again, like you were saying, Damaris, Chelly. I love Jocelyn de la Rosa. I love her. We're seeing a lot of positive things. And unfortunately, this game was not for us. But yes, I again, one game at a time. I don't think Rayadas is like the most dangerous. It was not the most dangerous team for us to face in that specific game. We knew it was going to be a tough game, but Chivas could have done a lot more, sure. But at the end of the day, we lost. But we still remain as the second best defensive team of the entire Circuito Rosa. So that's good to a certain extent. And yes.
Yeah, I was going to say, in the general prospectus of the rest of the season, I think I see our Chivas Chingonas much more solid. Yeah. I see more idea in their game. I see that everybody is, pulling their weight. It's when we see that they're not doing a collective effort is when we see when our Chingonas fall apart. But look at that, man. Everybody wanted to win that game. And it's Monterrey. Yeah. We've been talking about that since the pink circuit started, right? Monterrey and Chivas have been, and there's those three teams now, América, Pachuca, Chivas, and Monterrey. And they're the ones who have brought on and kept the impetus. And so maybe we expected more from Monterrey, but I think that the match in general was pretty good for this part of the season. I liked it. It was pleasant, to watch. Look at it. And BD's back. I thought she was going to be busted.
Better sensations, right? No, because over the last few years, Chivas Femenil, let's say the last few tournaments, the girls have been giving symptoms of tiredness, that just being mentally tired, a lot of fatigue. But I think that this team has a renewed energy.
Yeah, and I think Profes probably had a lot to do with it, and the youth. Regresamos a lo mismo, right? Our young players are making the difference.
Yvonne Gonzalez, she was all over the place. I love her. Yes.
And here you can see a balance, You can definitely see a balance there. So I love it. I love them. Producción is sending us messages. ¿Qué pasa?
Where to watch?
Where can we watch them? Shall I do the honors?
Yes, sure. Please.
Okay, where to watch? Liga MX Femenil, Semana 6, Sunday, February 2nd at 9 p.m. Mexico time. 9 p.m. Central Time, Pacific it's 8, and Eastern Time 11 p.m. Where can we watch it? In Mexico on Fox Sports. Mazatlán. You know that Chivas has not lost in Mazatlán.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's the score, guys? Antes de que nos vayamos, what do you guys think?
It's gonna be the same as I think it was the last visit of Mazatlán or one of the recent visits of Mazatlán to Estadio Agron. It's gonna be a 5-0 for Chivas Femenil.
Wow.
5-0, but they're in Mazatlán.
5. Yes, 5.
Okay, baby. That's a lot of goals.
Go.
Call them. No, not the cast. Gabi?
I'm going with a 3-0. And just to give a little bit of context, and datos rojiblancos, Alicia Cervantes is going to score because she is the top scorer against Mazatlán. And also, a fun fact, Caro Jaramillo scored her very first goal with Chivas Femenil against Mazatlán. So, Caro is going to score, Licha is going to score, and I don't know. I'll leave to the people in the chat to tell me who is going to be the third goal against Mazatlán.
At the Kraken.
Yes.
At the Kraken. I won't call them, but I will say and stick to my 3-0. I thought I was going to exaggerate, but me ganaste, Alfred. Okay, my friends. Hey, guys, we're running out of time. Let us check out what's up with the MVP. But first, mention Tapatio lost as well, my friends. Okay?
Yes.
But where can we watch them?
What a week.
Who's going to do it? Who's going to read it?
So, El Tapatio, the next match in Liga Expansión will be taking place this Friday, which is in about 48 hours. In 2 days' time, it's going to be Alebrijes de Oaxaca against Tapatio, match week 4 of Liga Expansión. If you're in Mexico, you will be able to watch it in ESPN and on Disney+. Kickoff time is at 7 p.m. Central Mexican time. Very important match for El Tapatio, who are going to be looking for their second win in the tournament. So far, it's been 1 win and 2 losses for the team, with 3 goals scored and 4 against. So let's hope to get that second win and to even that and start climbing positions. We're right now at the 8th place of the regular table, but we gotta still keep adding up by 3 points. A team who has had let's remember, a lot of players taken away from it that have been moving towards the first team, such as the case of Vilke, such as the case of Camberos, and more guys that are more into first team dynamic. So we gotta be comprehensive with Tapatio as well. They were just champions last tournament, and of course, we're expecting a great tournament. Having great expectations.
Should we call it Campeonitis?
Maybe, yeah, exactly.
Do you think?
Having great expectations doesn't mean that we are not going to be comprehensive with what goes on in across our different teams.
Yes, and I think you hit it right on the nail on the head when you said that they took a lot of players from it. Exactly. Yeah, and they're trying to find their balance once again. So time to start winning, Tapatio. We're with you, my friends. We're with you. And talking about winning, let us check the MVP, my friends. Everybody out in the chat, thanks for voting. Let us see who.
We don't know. It's a surprise for all.
It could be a surprise this time.
Who is the weekly MVP?
Yeah, who did it?
Who is it? I think it's Camberos. I think you got it, Robert.
Maybe Chivas Femenil will be punished.
Yeah.
Gracias.
There you go. There you go.
Thank you. Of course, Camberos. He's the one that makes the difference in both games, on all the matches that we've been able to watch. Okay, the guy comes on and he's not afraid. He's ready to go. He's making the risky pass. He's looking for that, looking for that player open, but he's not afraid to take responsibility. And that's what we need right now in Chivas. If more players would take more responsibility, we would not be having the hate that we had today. But gracias.
You're
back in the game.
I'm back in the game. I'm going to
well said. If everyone takes that same responsibility, it would be fun to see what Chivas can achieve.
Yeah, because we got it, man. I mean, look, I'm going to say something just so we can close. I saw someone in the chat say that when Chivas plays with Oso, it slows down, And I don't know if anybody noticed, but when El Oso Gonzalez, when all the changes started happening, what position was he playing at the end? Central. All right. The guy never left the pitch. And every ball that he went after, he did it with passion. Yeah. So we have everything out there, my friends. If we play with passion, then that's half of the war, half the battle, excuse me. So that's it, my friends. Time is up. Be positive. Be positive. Stay positive. Okay? All of you guys, we love you, even the haters. Chivas is for all of us. We speak Chivas. El programa en español es mañana. Si quieren ahí participar, también no se olviden de Noti Chivas. And don't forget that you can participate on all our social media networks. And this is the place to come and talk, because we're not selling anything. Yeah? We're not selling anything, guys. Se vende solo, Chivas.
Exactly. Remember, we're the official voice.
Y ganamos.
Exactly.
El sábado. See you guys. Everybody out there.
Have a good one.
Have a beautiful day.
Bye.
Nice weekend.